guys, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Well, I'm doing a little showcase of all the Sale-A-Bration items that you can get free during the Summer Celebration 2021. Now, one thing I want to let you know real quick, this does end real soon. It ends September 30th, 2021. And the Celebration products are while supplies last, or until Celebration ends, and then they're not available anymore. And you can get them free, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. But here's the card I came up with using the Counting Sheep stamp set and the sheep dies. Those are two different products in Celebration you can get free with a $50 order, and I'll show you those here in just a minute. So if you'd like to stamp along with me, just click on that blog post link below in the video description, and that'll give you the supplies that you need and all the dimensions that you need to make the card. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first off, I'll show you the first product from Celebration I'm using, the Counting Sheep stamp set. Aren't these adorable? And I just had to use all three of those sheep. They're so cute. And you can get this free from now until September 30th, 2021 with a $50 order. That's before shipping and tax. And this is United States prices I'm quoting. I can only do business with people that live in the United States. So that's the Counting Sheep you can get free with a $50 order. And here's another item that you can get free with a $50 order. And this is the sheep dies that die cut the sheep out of here, that little hat, and it also gives you some extra ones. So it's a really neat set. So if you place a $100 order by September 30th, and that's before shipping and tax, you can get both of these for free. You just choose these as your Celebration items. And if you're not sure of how to redeem your Celebration items when you place an order in my online store, I'll put a link above about the video I made showing you how to do that. And I'll also put a link down in my video description. Okay, let's get started on the card. First off, let's get the dies out we need. We need all three sheep dies. We're going to need the little balloon die, the little hat die, and we're going to need the fence. And the stamps that we're going to use are all three sheep, the hat, and the So It's Your Birthday stamp. Okay, first off, I'm getting a big strip of basic white. This is an 8.5 by 2. I should be able to get everything on here. Let's hope. It worked when I made the card the first time. So I'm going to grab my Memento ink pad, tuxedo black that is. We'll ink up this little guy. He is standing up, but to get him die cut, we're going to get him to all fit. We'll do this. So we've got that little guy. Like I said, we're going to do all three of the sheep. I found this card sketch, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll put that below in text once I edit this video, because I cannot remember. But it's a really neat card sketch, and when I saw it, I thought, ooh, I got to do it and use the sheep. Okay, so we've got them on there, and we're going to go ahead and take our birthday stamp, and I'm going to put it right here, and we should be able to punch that out because I'm going to be using the double oval die for that. Let's go ahead and grab the little hat, and we will put it, let's say, right here. That'll work. So that's all the stamping we're going to do on this piece. Let's go ahead and grab the other basic white piece. This is a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece. And I'm going to take the one, you can use whichever sheep you want. I'm going to use the one that's kind of leaping. And I'm going to kind of put it at an angle like this. Okay. And then I decided to put the little hat on. I have to admit, since it's not a photopolymer stamp set, it is a little harder to get lined up. And I'm at an angle, so it's going to be really hard to line up. Oh, my goodness, I did that pretty good. When I was at an angle, I didn't think I was going to get that. So there's the little hat. And we'll be coloring these in. I'm using Stampin' blends. So let me grab those real quick. I'm using the Petal Pink, both of them. I'm using the dark Smoky Slate, and I'm using the dark Pool Party and the dark Flirty Flamingo. So right now, let's go ahead and do that little hat. I made the outside of it be the dark Pool Party. Actually, I should say the base, not the outside. The outside of the circles. So there's my dark Pool Party. And I'm using the Flirty Flamingo to do the little insides there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use my Petal Pink. And we're going to take the dark one first. And wherever I think there should be shading on his little face, I'm going to do that with the dark. I'm going to put a few layers of it on there to get the paper saturated. Do a little bit right here. Everywhere I think there should be a little bit of a shadow. So everywhere his legs and his ears meet his little wool. There we go. So we've got that on there. I guess that's, I don't think you call it hair, but fur. Now I'm going to use my light petal pink, color the rest of the face in, and go where the two shades meet over that a few times so that way it blends together. Do the same with the ears and his legs. And that is going to be all the coloring we're going to do. Oh, take that back. We're going to do his little hoofs. That's why I'm using the dark smoky slate. So these color very quick. Okay, I can do this. And this little guy will be done. Okay. Now we're going to color in the ones that we're going to die cut. I think it's a little easier to color them in now before we start die cutting. So I'll do one of these and then I'll speed up the rest of them. I'm going to color it just like I did before. The hoofs are going to be the dark smoky slate. Then the face, wherever there's a shadow, do the dark petal pink. On his legs. And on his little ear. Okay. Then the light petal pink. Okay, get that all colored in. And then the legs. Okay, so now we've got him all done. Now let's go ahead and do that little hat. And on the outside of the hat, on the inside, I'd done my petal pink too. I forgot, but the Flirty Flamingo is going to look fine. I'm going to do on the outside, I'm going to have the circles be the dark petal pink instead, because it kind of matches the front of the card better. So we'll grab the dark petal pink and color in those circles, but you can definitely use a Flirty Flamingo if you like that better, like we did on the inside of the card. Okay, so instead of speeding it up, I'm just going to go ahead and stop the video, get these colored in. So if you're doing this along with me, pause your video, get it all colored in, and then come back and we can finish the card. Okay, we're getting ready to die cut, but I want to show you what the sheep look like once they're all colored in, give you a close-up look. That way you know what your sheep should look like. We're going to lay this down, and for die cutting, I forgot to tell you the sandwich. You're going to want platform number 1, then the die plate, and then a standard cutting plate, number 3. We're going to put these guys down. We're going to grab the sheep, and now because I'm doing this little bitty hat, and these guys wanted to move on me, I'm using some Post-it note tape. This is what it looks like. I bought this on Amazon. You can also use washi tape, but I think the Post-it note tape works even better than the washi tape, because I've even had, especially with basic white, it rip on me if I use washi tape sometimes. Not all the time, just every once in a while. So we're going to lay this down. That looks pretty good. Grab another little, I've already torn some off, so make the video a little faster. Then we're going to grab this little sheep, put it down. You just line the image so it fills up that opening in the die. Love that. It's so much easier than our old dies. Then we'll grab our little hat, get that lined up. There we go. And then I'm going to put tape on it. So hopefully they'll all stay in place. They should. I'm going to grab my plate here. You need another standard cutting plate on top. Run these through. And voila, we've got everything ready to go. Get this off. There we go. Perfect. Then we need our little hat. Yeah, this one a lot easier using the tape. Like I said, I did not use the tape when I made the card the first time. There we go. And sometimes using a long strip of paper like that, it's also harder to get them to all stay on. So let's grab this one. There. Now the dies do a beautiful job die cutting all these out. And this one here. So I've got all those guys die cut. Now I do want to die cut a balloon. Let's grab that white piece again. And looks like we probably have room here. Tell you what, let's grab the double oval punch first, because I want to make sure I don't mess that up. Oh, it is going to get messed up. Okay, let's go ahead and put this here. I'm going to line this right here. Okay. There we go. And now let's see if we have room for that balloon. If we don't, I bet I can find another place. Let's grab that balloon die. Oh, yeah, but it's not going to fit, I don't think. Okay, so I'm sure I can find a spot with this. I was able to yesterday. Oh, that should work. We're going to put it right here. And if you don't have enough room, just grab another scrap piece of basic white. I'm sure I've got a humongous bag of white, so I was just going to go grab some if I didn't have room, but this works. Okay, so now we have the balloon. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do some embossing. I'm using the checks and dots folders. These do fit in our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but since I was die cutting so many things, that's why I got the big one out. But this is the dots, checks and dots, and it's in the annual catalog. I'm going to use the dots, and we're going to grab a piece of Pool Party cardstock. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and let me show you what you need to die cut. To emboss. We're going to take the die plate out. And this is just a regular folder. It's not a 3D, so we do need a cutting pad right here. I only want the top half to be embossed. So we'll open this up, put this in. It can even go a little below half. Actually, it probably needs to fit in the machine. Then you put this down, fold first, grab another standard cutting plate, put this on top, and run it through. And we will be done with the die cutting machine, so we can get this out of the way. Let me show you what it looks like embossed. So there we go. I love those dots. So now we're ready to put this away and get finished with the rest of the card. Okay, let's grab the card base. This is a piece of Petal Pink. It's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. We'll fold this in half, match those corners up, and then we will fold this with our bone folder. And let's grab that Pool Party piece that we just embossed. And I want to grab a piece of Pattern Party Designer Series paper. This is a 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. And this paper is a host exclusive pack. Has so many different designs in it. I love it. And it's in the annual catalog. So if you place at least a $150 order before shipping and tax, you can choose this wonderful pack. It's a big fat pack of paper. It's 12 by 12 for free, and use your Stampin' dollars to use that. So let's go ahead and grab our seal, and we'll put this on. Okay. Make sure, since they're narrow ends, I just went ahead and put it all the way across those ends. Actually, I didn't get quite all the way across on this one. We're going to put this across the middle part of the Pool Party. I'm angling it this way so I can get that edge, those two edges of the DSP and the cardstock to match up, because that helps it go a little straighter. That looks pretty straight. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on the card base. Now, does it look straight? Yep, that's okay. When I start turning it over, it looked a little cockeyed. So we'll go ahead and get some seal in the corners, one along this long end here, and we'll put this right in the middle of the card base. And I did die cut one other thing. I didn't do it just a minute ago. I already had it. I thought I was going to use 2 of these in my card and changed my mind, so I didn't want this one to go to waste. But this is die cut just like we did the sheep, except you don't have to line up anything. This was from a 3-inch by 1 1/2-inch piece of crumb cake cardstock. So let's go ahead and put a little adhesive on here. I'll put some on the ends, a little bit on the top and the bottom. I liked it better with the straight edge over here. Just have this be on the right. You can do whichever way you like. And I'm going to line it up with the left edge of the Designer Series paper right in the middle. Up and down, that is. Make sure it's straight. Okay, we've got that on. Now, I am going to color. I'm going to grab my this again. Grab that balloon. She's probably like, boy, why did she just do a white balloon? I decided to color these in with my blends. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to use my Flirty Flamingo. This is a dark Flirty Flamingo. And color that in. Nice thing about the blends, we aren't going to see the lines once it's dry. And then I wanted the string. It can be white or you can make it a color. I decided to use my dark smoky slate and color that in because I thought we needed a little color on that too. So now we've got the balloon ready, and we need a scrap piece of Petal Pink, and we're going to take the scallop oval in the double oval punch and punch that out. So now we've got that. Let's grab our greeting oval, And we're going to put some seal right across the middle and get this on here centered. Not too bad. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on the card. This one I'm just going to have flat. Everything else we're going to put on is going to be with dimensionals. So I'm going to put this over on the right and just up a little above the DSP at the top. Okay, I'm going to grab my regular dimensionals and my mini dimensionals. And we'll grab these little guys and we're going to put regular size ones on here. And 3 works pretty good. Kind of make like a little triangle. So that one's ready. Then we've got this one. You know what? I may not need the mini. I couldn't remember. I was using scraps yesterday when I made this card, and I think we just need the regular dimensionals. So there we go. I'll make sure that's what I put in this. Oh, we will need a mini one. Oh, no, we won't. Well, let's just keep going. I'll show you here in a minute. I forgot we were putting a hat on one of our sheep. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to put one on the back of this balloon. There we go. And then with our hat, I'm going to grab a glue dot and put it right at the bottom. And I'm going to put it on the one that's leaping. He just looks like he's having a ball. So we're going to put this right here. And to reinforce it, that's what I used my mini. So I was thinking correctly. Just put that right here where the sheep and the hat meet. Oh, and let's bring that down a little bit more. There we go. That's going to anchor that hat a little better. All right. So we've got that ready to go. We'll get these out of the way. And now we're just going to put these on the card. This one I'm just going to put down here. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. You don't have to use this to get the backing off. I just think it's a little easier. Makes it so I don't have paper all over my house. Then I'm going to put him down here. That looks pretty good. This one is going to be leaping over the fence. He's having too much fun. He's just jumping everywhere. So we're going to put this, when the papers came off, I'm going to put him in an angle. So there he is leaping over the gate. He's just having too much fun. Actually, let's move him over just a little bit. I think I can get him up. There we go. I kind of want him over here a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to take this little guy, and he's going to be standing here in the bottom right corner. Oops, I didn't get that one off. I'm going to put him under. I don't want him covering up my birthday, but I want him out over the oval just a little bit. And he's going to be holding our balloon because he's got his little hand sticking out. So take the paper backing off that. I'm going to have the string actually go even below his hand just a little bit. So it really looks like he's holding on to it. So that is the front of the card done, isn't he? Oh, they just look so cute. I think anybody'd love to get that card. So let's grab the inside that we stamped and colored earlier. Put this on the inside. Get those in the corners. And know if you've noticed, when you use blends, you do want to see color on the back side. Hopefully you can see that, because that means you can blend a lot better. It's going to soak through, and that's why I always put scratch paper underneath, just in case I get a little too much on. I don't want my workspace to get any color on it. So put this in the center, and we are done with this card. See, it comes together pretty fast, especially with those dies. You don't have to do any fussy cutting. So don't forget about Sale-A-Bration in September 30th. And if you place a $100 order before shipping and tax, you can choose both the stamp set, which is the counting sheep, and the dies. And I've got all the dies over here that die cut the sheep and the little fence and other little things you can do. So now if you live in the United States and do not have a demonstrator for your own, I would love to be yours. And I'd love to send your first set of catalogs to you absolutely free. Here is the annual catalog that's going on right now and the mini catalog. And if you want me to still send you the Sale-A-Bration, I will. If it's after September 30th, this will not be included because it won't be available anymore. And this is the thing where you get a lot of free stuff. Joining my team right now by September 30th is the best deal. You get to pick a bundle out of the mini catalog, and there's a list. If you click on that Sale-A-Bration page link, I have it in the video description below. That'll give you all the information and give you the list of the bundles that you can get. And there's one that's actually over $60, just around $60 that you can get free added to your kit. Great deal. All that for $99 and $125 worth of product. You get a free paper pumpkin kit. You get some catalogs to pass out to your friends. It's just a really good deal. So I hope you join my team. And you have to do that by September 30th to be able to get that free bundle. Okay, let's show the card one more time. Oh, he's so cute. This is actually the first time I've been able to use the sheep stamp set. I really love the way this turned out. And that card sketch I used really helped out a lot. And like I said, I'll have information to that below. Well, I hope you have a great day, guys. See you in the next video. And if you do want to stamp with me again, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell icon that pops up and select all. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video. And please support my channel by giving me a thumbs up or commenting below. I really do appreciate it. See you guys. Bye.